Shubhodayam. Welcome all to the 7th batch of certificate course on Sanatana Dharma, organized by Veda Samskruti Samiti in association with Vishwa Yoga Vidyapit. Today we'll be having the class on Samskrutam language by Akale Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao garu. We'll start the day with Vande Mataram by Venkat Narayana garu. Venkat Narayana garu, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Suphalam,
Sasyasyamalam Mataram Vande Mataram
Vande Mataram, Vande
Mataram
Mataram, Suphalam, Sasyasyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyotsna Pulakitayaminim, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhinim, Suhasinim, Sumadhura Bhashinim, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. Now I request Shankaran Narayanji to do the pradhana, please.
One minute meditation followed by 3 times Om. Om. Om Ganana Tva Ganapati Havamahe Kavin Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvannuti Sida Sadanam Om Shri Mahaganadipataye Namaha Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinamavitriyavatu Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guru Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Guru Mam Pahi Guru Jnananandamayan devam nirmalasvatikakritim adharam sarvavidyanam hayagrivamupaasmahe shruti smriti purananam alayam karunalayam namami bhagavatpada shankaram lokashankaram शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
ధన్యవాదాలు శంకరనారాయణ జీ. Thank you for the ప్రార్థన. And now I request Venkatanarayana garu to do the Samskrita Geetam, please.
पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहम् संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन् संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन् आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। केयूरान विभूषयन्ति पुरुषं हारान चन्द्रोज्ज्वलाः न स्नानं न विलेपनं न कुसुमम् नालङ्कृता मूर्धजाः वाण्येकासमलङ्करोति पुरुषं या संस्कृता धार्यते क्षीयन्ते खलु भूषणानि सततं वाग्भूषणं भूषणं वाग्भूषणं भूषणम्।
ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకటనారాయణ జీ. Thank you very much. Now I request Kalil Prabhakar Rao garu to continue with the webinar, please.
हरिः ओम् नमस्कारः सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि संस्कृतकक्षायाम्। इदानीम् अद्य पूर्वभागे नवमपाठे किञ्चित् पाठः अस्ति। तदनन्तरं दशमपाठः आरम्भं कुर्मः। नवमपाठः प्रथमं दर्शयामि। अस्तु, नवमभागे श्लोकाः पठामः। Let us read understand some slokas. Earlier we read about 8 slokas. Now 9th slokam. Saraswati Namastubhyam Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. In this sloka, the word Saraswati, Varade, Kamarupini, all these 3 words are addressing Saraswati. And all these 3 words, they are not the actual name. They are Sambodhana Pradhama Bhakti. They are not Pradhama Bhakti names. The name is there. Saraswati is the name. Dirgham. But here it is Haswam. That means Sambodhana Pradhama Bhakti. The name of Saraswati is Saraswati. And similarly, Varadaya, she is Varada. Varada. Da means giving. Varada, who gives boons. The person who gives boons is Varada. She is Saraswati. She is a person who gives Varada. That is the Visheshanam, adjective to the Saraswati. And similarly, she is Kamarupini. Dirgham, Ni Dirgham. So Kamarupini, but it is Hasam when you address it. So all Ikaranta Sabdas will become Ikaranta Sabdas when you address them. Okay? Whenever you address a Akaranta Sabdam, Varada, Rama, Sita, all these things will become Ekaranta. Varade, He Varade, He Saraswati, He Varade, He Kamarupini, Namaha Tubhyam. Namaha plus Tubhyam, Namastubhyam. That is Visarga Sakar Sandhi. Some Sandhi is there. Namaha Tubhyam. Tubhyam is Chaturdevi Bhakti. For you Namaskaramu. He Saraswati, He Varada, He Kamarupini, He Varade, He Kamarupini. For you, I am bowing down and giving Namaskarams. Please take it. Then, what I am doing? Vidya Arambham Karishyami. I am starting my Vidya, my Gnana, Patana, Ajayana, Arambham Karomi. Kata Gnana Ajayana Arambham Karomi. Vidya Arambham Karomi. Vidya Arambham Karishyami. I am going to do that. Siddhihi Bhavatu. Siddhi means success. The Phalitam Praptam. Phalitam Praptam Bhavatu. Phalitam Praptam Bhavatu. Siddhihi Bhavatu. For whom? Me. Me is the Chaturdevi Bhakti for Aham. Aham Shabdasya Chaturdevi Bhakti. Mahyam, one word. Second word is me. Me also can be used. Mahyam also can be used. For me, Sada, always. Sada means always. Always, Siddhi may happen. Siddhi may happen. Siddhi should happen. Please give me Siddhi, like that. So that's how we are praying Saraswati to give the success in the Gnanam which we are supposed to, we are aiming at to get. Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhihi Bhavatu Me Sada. Next, O Goddess Saraswati, you grant boons and you can take any desired form. Kamarupini means who can take any desired form. Varada means the person who can grant boons. And salutations to you. I am commencing my studies. Bless me with success. May I always be successful in my endeavors. Next, second thing is Namaste Sharade Devi Kashmira Paravasini Tvam Aham Prardhaye Nityam Vidyam Buddhim Cha Dehi Me. Again, similar to the same thing earlier. Here also, Sharada is her name. Saraswati name is Sharada. So when you address, it becomes Sharade. She is Devi. When you address, it becomes Hey Devi. Kashmira Pura Vasini. A person who lives in Kashmir Puram. Sharada Pitham. Kashmir Sharada Pitham. Kashmir Sharada Pitham is famous in the olden days. It was seen by Adi Shankara also. It is consecrated by Adi Shankara also. Kashmira Puravasini. So, Kashmira Puravasini, her name. Vasini. Dirgham. But when you address, it becomes Hassam. So, Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, both are addressing Sambodhana Pradama Bhakti Padas. Padaha. Then, Padani. Sharade also, Sambodhana Pradama Bhakti Padam, He Sharade, He Devi, He Kashmira Puravasini, Namaha Te. Here Namaha is Namaskaram. Te means for you. For you Namaskaram. Te is Tam Sabdasya Chaturdevi Bhakti. For Tam Sabdam, Yushmat Sabdam, Tam Sabdam, Chaturdevi Bhakti is Tubhyam and Te also. So Namastubhyam we have earlier read in the earlier slokas. So here Te is used. Te is for you Namaskaramu. O Sharada, O Devi, O Kashmir Pravasini, for you Namaskaramu. Tvam aham prarthaye. Prarthaye Atmanipadi Kriya. Prarthaye. I am doing prayers to you. Aham, myself. I. Prarthaye Tvam. Tvam is Ditya Bhakti. Tvam. I am praying to you. Tvam aham prarthaye. Aham tvam prarthaye. I am praying to you. When nityam, all the time. Vidyam, buddhim, Ditya Bhakti. Vidyam. Buddhim. Buddhi शब्द से द्वितीय भक्ति बुद्धिम. विद्या शब्द से द्वितीय भक्ति विद्याम बुद्धिम चा मीन्स and. देहि, grant me. Grant for me. Vidya gnanam. Vidya means gnanam. Buddhi means intellectual capacity, the analytical intellectual capacity of dharma. You give me these two. With this I will be successful in my endeavor to reach the Purusharthas, Dharmartha, Kama, Mokshas. So that's what this slokam says. Namaste Sharade Devi Kashmira Puravasini Tvam aham prarthaye nityam vidyam buddhincha me dehi. For me you give it. So this is the second. Third slokam we have Namastestu Mahamaye Sripite Surapujite Shankachakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Namaha te astu. Namaha namaste astu. Namaste estu Mahamaye. Namaha te astu. For you, namaskaramu, I am doing. Namaste astu. This here, this should be, Agraham should be there here. Namaste astu. Namastestu Mahamaye Sripite Sarapujite Shankachakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmir Namostude. Namaste Astu. This Namaste Astu becomes like this. A becomes Savagraham in Sandhi, by Sandhi. Namaha Te Astu. For you, Te means for you. Namaha, Namaskaram, Astu, Kalugaka. For you, Namaskaramu. For whom? Mahamaya. Who is Mahamaya? Lakshmi Devi. Sripitha, Lakshmi Devi. Surapujita, Lakshmi Devi. All are Akarant Sabdas. Sri Mahamaya, Sripitha, Surapujita. But when you do addressing, this becomes Mahamaye, Sripite, Surapujite. Shankara Chakra Gada Hasta. Shankam Chakram Gada having in the hand. Shankha Chakra Gada Hasta, her name. So when you address, it becomes Haste. Shankha Chakra Gada Haste. Mahalakshmi, her name. When you address, it becomes Mahalakshmi. Haswam, it becomes Visarga goes. Mahalakshmi, hey Mahalakshmi, hey Mahamaye, hey Sripite, hey Surabhujite, hey Shankachakra Gadahaste, Namaha Astu Te. Namaha Astu Te or Namostute, both are same. Namostute. Namaha Astute or Namostute, both are same. Here, Astu is told before and Te is told afterwards. Namaha Astu Te, Namostute. Namaha becomes Namo first and then Namo becomes to a second Sandhi, Purarup Sandhi. There are three Sandhis are here. Visarga Sandhi, Visarga Ukar Sandhi and Visarga Purarup Sandhi. Namaha Astu becomes First Namo Astu. Then Namo Astu becomes Namostu. Namostu Te. Namostu one word now with Sandhi. Then becomes Sandhi word, one Sandhi word. Then Te. Here Namaha, Te, Astu. There are three words here. Namaha, Te, Astu. Te plus Astu, Testu, it becomes one word. One Sandhi word. Then when it becomes, Jayad is Namaha, then because all the three becomes one Sandhi word. Namayes, Namostu, Namastute, Namaha, Sta. It becomes Sakaram. Namaste stu. Namaste stu. Namaste stu Mahamaye Sripite Surapujite Shankha Chakra Gada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute. O Lakshmi Nik Namaskaramu. You are having O Lakshmi names. What type of Mahalakshmi? Mahamaya. The whole Prakriti is you. Sripite, Akshat, Sripita, the Chakravarti, Sri Mahal of that Trimurti Devi, Sri Pitha Devi, Sri Chakrapitha Devi. Then Surapujite, the person who is being prayed by the all devatas. Shankha Chakra Gada Haste, who is having Shankam Chakram Gada in his hand. Mahalakshmi, Sakshat, like Mahalakshmi, the wife of Mahavishnu. So, for you Namaskaramu, he has told twice. Nama Astute, Namostute. This is one praying the Lakshmi Devi. Second one is Padmasana Sthite Devi. Padmasana Sthita. Padmasana Sthita means the person who is sitting in Padmasanam, that Devi. Padmasana Sthita. The person who is sitting like in Padmasanam. Devi, hey Devi. Sthita, Sthite. This is one Sambodhana. Devi is second Sambodhana. Parabrahma Swarupini, Sakshat Paramatma Swarupini, Parabrahma Swarupini, her name, Dirgham. When you address, it becomes Rasam. Parabrahma Swarupini. Paramesi, she is Paramatma's Bharya. Paramesi, Rasam, Paramesi, Isha, Isi, Paramesi. Paramesi, when you address, it becomes Paramesi, hey Paramesi. Jaganmatuhu Mahalakshmi, Jaganmataha Mahalakshmi, Jaganmataha Mahalakshmi, Jaganmatar Mahalakshmi, Jaganmatar. That Refam comes here. Visarga goes and Refam comes here. Jaganmatar Mahalakshmi, Jaganmatuhu Mataha Mahalakshmi, Mahalakshmi. When you address, it becomes Mahalakshmi. Jaganmata. When address, it becomes Jaganmataha. So Mata Sabdam is Rukarant Sabdam. Rukarant Sabdam, when you address, it becomes with Visarga. It goes with Visarga. So Jaganmataha. Similarly, Pitaha. When you want to address Pita, you have to say Hey Pitaha. When you want to address Mata, you have to say Hey Mataha. In the reverse, when you got a Visarga Sabdam, Janakaha, Hey Janaka, the Visarga goes. Here, in Rukaran Sabdam, that Akarantam goes, Visarga comes. That is the difference. Hey Jagannataha, Hey Mahalakshmi, Hey Parmasana Sthite, Hey Devi, Hey Parabrahma Swarupini, Hey Paramesi, all these things are Visheshanam to Mahalakshmi. Hey Mahalakshmi, Namaha Astu Te. For you Namaskaramu. This is what we have got here. 4 slokas. Today we have completed this. Then next we will go to 10th lesson. Any doubts on these slokas? Any doubts on these slokas? No doubts. I am closing here, going to 10th lesson.
Mallikarjun Rao garu, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Please ask.
Sir, here Saraswati Devi is Sambodhana Pradama Vibhakti. Here Lakshmi Devi are saying that it is Visheshana. Is not both are same, sir? Is both are same or not? I want to know it.
Then you have to understand the basics. The Vibhakti is different from the parts of speech. Visheshana is parts of speech. One
Sir.
of the adjectives of Mahalakshmi, all the other things.
Sir.
Similarly, there
Okay.
Saraswati is the name, all other things are adjectives to it. And all
Sharada
the things,
Devi.
all adjectives and Namvachakam, all should be in Sambodhana Pradhama Vibhakti.
Sir. Okay. Okay. Sir.
That's how it goes. Sambodhana Pradhama Vibhakti means for a Vibhakti, for a Shabda, there will be eight forms of usage.
One of that is Sambodhana
One of
Pradhama
that is
Vibhakti.
Sambodhana.
Yes, sir.
One of that is Sambodhana. And out that is applicable to Mahalakshmi as well as applicable to Saraswati. Both.
Yes, sir.
When one is on Saraswati Slokam, another is on Mahalakshmi Slokam.
Yes, sir.
Saraswati and Mahalakshmi are main names. All other things are adjectives to the Mahalakshmi or Saraswati.
Sir.
And both the things should be told in Sambodhana. Adjective as well as the main. Namvachakam as well as adjective.
Both are Sambodhana Pradhama Vibhakti.
You have to say Sambodhana. When once you are saying the main Shabdam Sambodhana, the adjectives also should be told in Sambodhana.
Okay,
Clear?
sir. Okay.
In doubt.
Okay, clear, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And let us go to 10th lesson. Till now, we have learned 4 Kriya Rupas for any Dhatu. For any Dhatu, for any Kriya, for any Mula Dhatu, root Dhatu, we have learned 4 Kriya Padas. What are they? Anybody can tell me, please?
Lut, Lut, Rit, Lung.
What are they? All those 4?
Present, past, Adyatan, future, and one more, I'm forgetting.
Prerana.
Sorry. Yes.
Prerana.
Motivational and
Prerana.
like Bhavatu Pashat.
Okay. So 4 types of Kriya Rupas we have learned. They are all called Lakaras. Okay. The Prachayas are Tiganta Prachayas. Tiganta Prachayas. And we discussed Tiganta Prachayas in second lesson itself. Okay. Lakaras. When we are discussing Lakaras, we are discussing the Tiganta Prachayas also. The Prachayas used for these 4 types of verbs are Tiganta Prachayas. And they are called Lakara Kriyas and Pradhana Kriyas. They are called Pradhana Kriyas. There are some Kriyas which is formed with Krudanta Prachayas. Krudanta. Krut Prachayas. When they are called Kruda Anta Prachayas. Krudanta Prachayas, Krut Prachayas. One of those Prachayam we are going to study now. That is Tavatu. Tavatu Prachayam. This Tavatu Prachayam, when added to the Dhatu Prasadam, that becomes, for Pullinga Rupam, it becomes Gam plus Tavatu Prachayam becomes Gatavan for Pullinga Rupam, and for Sridinga Rupam it becomes Gatavati, for Napusaka Rupam it becomes Gatavat. Okay?
Prabhakar Garu, your presentation is not coming. I mean, if you are not presented, it's okay.
Sorry. I thought it is automatically coming. No, it's not coming. Where are we? No. Yeah. Now you are seeing the 10th lesson. Krudantaha. Now we are talking about Krudanta Kriyas.
It has not come yet.
This is Lakar Kriyas. Now we are talking about Krudanta Kriyas. The Krudanta Kriyas Dhatu in the Krudanta Rupam. When Krudantam is added, Krudantaka Prachaya is added, this Dhatu becomes Shabdam, Shabdarupam. Namvachaka Rupam it takes. Shabdarupam it takes. That means, what is the difference between Shabdarupam and Kriya Rupam? For Kriya, there will not be any Vibhaktis. There will be only Vachanas and Purusha Bedam. The Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam will be there. If Patati is there, Patati, Patataha, Patanti, This is Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. Prathama Purusha. For Madhyama Purusha, Kriya, Karta, it is Prathama Purusha Karta, we use Patati, Patataha, Patanti. Prathama Purusha Karta. That means Rama, Sita, Laka, Mitram, Saha, Sa, Tat. For all those things, we use Patati, Patataha, Patanti. Ekavachana Karta, Dvivachana Karta, Bahuvachana Karta. But when we use Madhyama Purusha, that means Yushmat Shabdam, Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. Then we cannot use these kriyas. What do you use? Patasi, Patataha, Patata. Is it not? When you are using Uttama Purusha, we use Patami, Patavaha, Patamaha. So that's how that Lakara Kriya will have Purusha Bhedas and Vachana Bhedas. The table is between Purushas and Vachanas. 3 Vachanas and 3 Purushas, 9 Prachas, 9 Kriyas will come there. They are called Pradhana Kriyas, which doesn't have Linga Vedam. It is Rama Patati, Sita Patati, Mitram Patati, Saha Patati, Sa Patati, Tat Patati. So whether you are using Karta as Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusakalingam, whatever it is, the Patati doesn't change. That is Lakara Kriya Swarupam. It changes only on Purusha and Vachana, not on Linga. But whereas a Shabdam will change with respect to Linga. Some Shabdas are Pullinga, some Shabdas are Strilinga, some Shabdas are Napusalinga. Pullinga, Strilinga, Napusalinga. So this Kriya changes with respect to Linga. If you are using Pullinga Karta, it will have one form. If you are having Strilinga Karta, it will have different form. If you are on Napusaka Karta, it will have different form. But that Karta can be Prathama Purusha, means Rama, Sita, Mitram, like that, or Sahasa, Tat, like that, or it can be Tvam, or it can be Aham. But if they are all Pullinga, Rama, Saha, Tvam, and Aham, all these are Pullinga. For all these Pullingas, one type of Karta will be there. That means with respect to Linga, it changes. When you go to Sita, Sa, and Tvam, Stri, Aham, Stri, then that goes to different shape. When the Karta becomes Mitram, Tat, or Tvam Napusakam, or Aham Napusakam, then there will be different shape. That means with respect to Linga, this Kriya changes. And Vachanam also changes. Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. So the difference between this Kriya and that Kriya, these are Krudanta Kriya, that is Tiganta Kriya, Lakara Kriya. Lakara Kriyas do not change with respect to Linga. Krudanta Kriyas change with respect to Linga. Linga means Linga of Karta, you mean. So now in this one Tavat Prachyam is one Prachyam we are learning. This is used as a Bhutakala Kriya. It is equal to the Lang Lakaram of Lakara Kriya. The Lang Lakaram, what is it? Patati. What is Lang Lakara Rupam? Apatat. Right? That is the thing. So now if you go to Gam plus Tavatu, if you say Gam Dhatu, if you take and add Tavatu Prachyam, when you are using for a male as Karta, male gender form as a Karta, that becomes Gatavan. That is equal to Agachat in Lakara Kriya. Gatavan is equal to Agachat. When you are using female gender form, that becomes Gatavati. That also equal to Agachat in Lang form. And for not neutral gender, it becomes Gatavat. In this form, in this Lakara form, it becomes Agachat only. So in all the 3 places, Lang Lakar form, there is no Linga Vedam. So Agachat is only used here. But whereas when you are using this Kriya, this Gatavan, Gatavati, Gatavat. But in the meaning wise, Gatavan is equal to Agachat, Gatavati is equal to Agachat, Gatavat is also equal to Agachat. The difference is these 3 lingas are there. This is same in all the 3 lingas. But now when it goes to Purusha Vedam, when it goes to Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, this Agachat becomes Agachaha. In all the three cases, Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusakam, Agachaha, it becomes Madhyama Purusha. But whereas here, same. Gatavan, Gatavati, Gatavat. Madhyama Purusha also Gatavan, Gatavati, Gatavat. Pullingam, Gatavan, Strilingam, Gatavati, Napusakam, Gatavat. But here, in all the three lingas, it will be Agachaha, Madhyama Purusha. In Uttama Purusha, Pullingam, Gatavan, Strilingam, Gatavati, Napusakam, Gatavat. Pullinga Aham. Pullinga Aham, Gatavan. Pullinga Strilingam Aham, Gatavati. Napusalinga Aham, Gatavat. But whereas in Lakara Kriya, that will be same in all the three. Agacham. In all the three. Pullingam Agacham, Strilingam Agacham, Napusalingam Agacham. So in Lingabedam will not be there for Lakaras. Lingabedam will be there for Kudanta Kriyas. And this is used only in Bhutakalam. Whereas these Lakara Kriyas will have in all the Kalas. Vartamana Kalam, Bhutakalam, Bhavishyat Kalam, Lot Lakaram. So many other Kalas are also there. Other Pratyayas are also there. But in Bhutakala Pratyaya is equal to this Kurdanta Taut Pratyayam in Kurdanta Kriyas. So this is easier to use compared to the Lakara Kriyas. How you will understand by usage only. Okay, slowly you will understand that. Now, it is easy to recognize the Linga Bedam than recognize the Purusha Bedam. Okay. Agachat, this is the Lakara Kriya. This Kriya is same as Karta in the male order, not male or male, female or neutral. It is same for all the three genders, but it changes based on Purusha. Lakara Kriya Pradhama Majjama, that is Pradhama Majjama and Uttama Purusha. Whereas this Tavatu Prachya Kriya given about does not change with respect to Purusha. It changes with respect to gender. This is in the form of Namvachaka, that is noun form. This is in the noun form. Ekvachanam Balakaha Gatavan, Balika Gatavati, Mitram Gatavat. Bahuvachanam, Mitram usage is very less. That's why I am not mentioning here. Pullingam and Strilingam let us take. Balakaha Gatavan, Balika Gatavati. This in Lakara Kriya, what will happen? Balakaha Agachat, Balika Agachat. Bahuvachana form for this will be Balakaha Gatavantaha. Gatavan becomes Gatavantaha. Gatavati becomes Gatavachyaha. Ikaran Sabdam. Gauri, Gauriyaha. Gatavati, Gatavachyaha. Like that. Ikaran Sabdam, Bahuvachana Rupam, Gatavachyaha. See here, Gatavan Sabdam, this is Takaran Sabdam actually. So this becomes Gatavan, Ekavachanam, Gatavantaha, Bahuvachanam. Pradhama Purusha, how it will be? Sa Akridat. If we take Krida Dhatu, Saha Akridat is the Pradhama Purusha Kriya in Lakara Kriya. That is equal to Saha Kriditavan. Madhyama Purusha, Tvam Akridaha. Lakara Kriya. And you used to Tautu Prachya Kriya, Tvam Kriditavan. Same. Here it changes. When Purusha changed, it is changing. Akridata has become Akridaha. But whereas it is the same. Saha Kriditavan, Tvam Kriditavan. Then Uttama Purusha, Aham Akridam. Changes here again for Uttama Purusha. But whereas here, Aham Kriditavan. The Tavatu Prachya Kriya doesn't change with respect to Purusha, but with respect to Linga. With respect to Linga, it changes. Gatavan, Gatavati, Gatavat. With respect to Linga, it changes. With respect to Purusha, it doesn't change. So then, the Tavatu Prachya Kriya from form conveys the same meaning as the verb form in the Lakara Kriya. Both are same. Saha Vijyalayam Agachat or Saha Vijyalayam Gatavan, both convey the same meaning. Sa Patam Apatat, Sa Patam Patitabati, both convey the same meaning. So similarly, let us read some Pullinga Vakyas. Saha Patam Patitavan. Patitavan. Kaha Patitavan? Saha Patitavan. Kim Patitavan? Kim Patitavan? Kam Patitavan? Patam Patitavan. Saha Patam Patitavan. Pullinga Rupa Kriya. Patitavan. Saha Pullingam. Eshaha Uttaram Dattavan. Eshaha Pullingam. Dattavan. Gajaha Simham Drashtavan. Gajaha Pullingam. Drashtavan. Pitraviya Prasnam Prashtavan. Prithviya Pullingam, Pushtavan, Balaha Phalam Khaditavan, Balaha Pullingam, Khaditavan Pullinga Kriya. Saha Adya Vilambena Uddhitavan. Today he got up late. So Saha Adya today Vilambena with late Uddhitavan got up. Uddhitavan Saha Uddhitavan. Pullinga Rupam Ekavachanam. Narayana Sahayam Kurtavan. Kurtavan is the Pullinga Rupam. Tavataprichya Kriya. Guruhu Dharmam Bodhitavan. This is also Pullinga Kriya. Aham Mitraihi Saha Kriditavan. Pullinga Kriya. Sarpaha Bilam Pravishtavan. Pullinga Kriya. Bhaktaha Devam Natavantaha. Bahuvachanam. Natavantaha. Natavantaha. Balakaha Kridanganam Prati Dhavitavantaha. Dhavitavan Ekavachanam. Dhavitavantaha Bahuvachanam. Graminaha Khatam Srutavantaha. Srutavan Ekavachanam. Srutavantaha Bahuvachanam. It means when Ekavachana Karta is there, Srutavan will be there. When Bahuvachana Karta will be there, Srutavantaha will be there. That means one Purusha is there, then it will be Srutavan. Many Purushas are there, that will become Srutavantaha. Arakshakaha Choram Gruhitavantaha. Arakshakaha Gruhitavan. Arakshakaha Gruhitavantaha. When Karta is Ekavachana Arakshakaha, this becomes Gruhitavan. When it becomes Arakshaka becomes Bahuvachana Arakshakaha, then Gruhitavan becomes Gruhitavantaha. Choraha Dhanam Choritavantaha. Choraha Ekavachanam. Choraha Choritavan. Dhanam Choritavan. Choraha Bahuvachanam. Then Choritavantaha. So Van Vantaha will come. Pullingam Ekavachanam, Pullingam Bahuvachanam. Depending on the Karta, Ekavachanam or Bahuvachanam. When it goes to Strilinga Swarupam, Balika Gruham Gatavati. Adhyapika Vyakaranam Bodhitavati. Van becomes Vati. Dirgham. Harini Trunam Khaditavati. She is eating. Harini is eating the grass. Janani Balam Taditavati. She Janani beat the boy. Taditavati. Gruhini Dhenum Palitavati. So Palitavati means she nurtured the Dhenu. How? Sa Satcham Uktavati. All Strilinga Rupas. Uktavan, Uktavati, Gatavan, Gatavati, Gatavan Pulling, Gatavati Strilingam. Bodhitavan, Pullingam, Bodhitavati, Khaditavan, Khaditavati, Taditavan, Taditavati, Palitavan, Palitavati. Sa Satcham Uktavati. Uktavan, Uktavati. Like the Pullingam, Uktavan, Strilingam, Uktavati. Taruni Natakam Drashtavachyaha. Bahuvachanam. Taruni Mahilaha. Taruni Katham Likitavati. Is Ekavachanam. Mahilaha Natakam Drashtavachyaha. Mahilaha Bahuvachanam. Drashtavachyaha Bahuvachan Kriya. Drashtavachyaha. Gauri Gauriyaha. Nadi Najyaha. Lekhani Lekhanyaha. Okay, Parvati Parvatyaha Bahuvachanam. Like that. Drushtavati Drushtavatyaha. Mahilaha Bahuvachanam. Mayuri Kurta Natyam Kurtavati. Mayuri Kurtavati. Mayuryaha Kurtavatyaha. Mayuryaha means many she peacocks. So Mayuri means she peacock. Mayuri Mayuryaha Bahuvachanam. Mayuryaha Kurtavachyaha. Kim Kurtavachyaha? Natyam Kurtavachyaha. Mayuri Natyam Kurtavati. Mayuryaha Natyam Kurtavachyaha. Pachikaha lady cook. Pachikaha Sakam Kartitavachyaha. Kartitavati Ekavachanam. Kartitavachyaha Bahuvachanam. Sakam Kartitavati Ekavachanam. Pachika Ekavachanam. Sakam Kartitavati Ekavachana Vakyam. Pachikaha Sakam Kartitavachyaha Bahuvachan Rupa. Similarly, Tarunyaha Taruni Ekavachanam. Tarunyaha Bahuvachanam. Tarunyaha Devam Pujitavachyaha. Pujitavati Ekavachanam. Pujitavachyaha Bahuvachanam. Naryaha Vastram Chalitavachyaha. Nari Ekavachanam. Naryaha Bahuvachanam. Chalitavati Ekavachanam. Chalitavachyaha Bahuvachanam. Nari Chalitavati. Naryaha Chalitavachyaha. Kaha phalam nitavachyaha? Which ladies brought the phalam? Kaha phalam nita తీసుకుని వెళ్ళారు? Who took the phalam? Kaha phalam nitavachyaha? Who took the phalam? Which ladies took the phalam and went? That is a kaha. Kaha शब्द का शब्दस्य बहुवचनं काहा. नीतवती शब्दस्य बहुवचनं नीतवच्यः. Similarly, taha patram gruhitavachyaha. Patram. Taha patram gruhitavachyaha. Patram means vessel. Taha means sa shabdasya bahuvachanam. Taha. Who took the vessel? Taha patram gruhitavachyaha. They took the vessel. Those ladies took the vessel. Taha, those ladies. Guhitavachyaha. Patram gruhitavachyaha. Took the vessel. They took the vessel. Gruhitavachya means took. They all took the vessel. So like that, I hope you understood here. This Pricham, did you understand or not? Any doubt of this? This is another Kriya we learned, this fifth Kriya. This Kriya is similar to Bhutakala Kriya in Lakaram, and it is used, it changes with respect to Lingam, but it changes with respect to Vachanam also, but it doesn't change with respect to Purusha. Any doubts on this? The Bahuvachan Rupam will
Yes,
be
sir.
just like Gauri Shabdam for Strilinga Shabdam, just like Takaran Shabdam for Gatavan Shabdam.
One doubt, like you told that this changes forms with the vachan also. So is there a different form for dvivachan?
Yes, it is there. Gatavan, Gatavantau, Gatavantaha.
Okay.
Paditavan, Paditavantau, Paditavantaha. Like that. Antau will come. Gatavati, Gatavachau, Gatavachaha. Gauri, Gauryau, Gauryaha. Gatavati, Gatavachau, Gatavachaha. The usage will be less. That's why I am not putting that burden on you. Okay. But just like Gauri Sabdam, this also can be used. Gauri, Gauryau, Gauryaha. Gatavati, Gatavachau, Gatavachaha. Gatavan, Gatavantau, Gatavantaha. Like that.
Okay.
Mahodaya, one question.
Yes.
Is it just a matter of style to use agachat versus gachati, or can we use them both interchangeably, or is there a reason we would use one versus the other?
Agachat kada.
Agachat.
Agachat is different. Agachat means he came. Agachat means he went. Agachat means he came. That is the difference between agachat and agachat. So you have to understand that point first. Gatavan means went. He went. Agachat. Gatavan is equal to agachat. Male form. Male form Gatavan is equal to agachat. Female form Gatavati is equal to agachat. Napusaka form Gatavat is equal to agachat.
Okay.
What is your doubt actually?
It's on the previous slide. If you go up, when we were talking about the Lakara forms, the two.
Okay.
So in this Pratama Purusha, Sambodhana, Saha Akridat, you are using. If you go back to
Yeah. Saha Akridat, Saha Kriditavan.
Saha Kriditavan. So
Saha Akridat, Saha Kriditavan.
Is there any rules to use one versus the other, or both of them are interchangeable all the time?
Interchangeable all the time.
All the time. Okay.
You can say Saha Kridat or you can say Saha Kriditavan. Both are the same meaning.
Okay.
Saha Kridat gives he went. Saha Kriditavan, he played. Saha Kriditavan also says he played.
For beginners or not experts in Sanskrit, I think
For beginners, this Kriditavan Sabdam is very simple Kriya. It's easy whether you use Akridat or Kriditavan. There will be some Kriyas in future when you go into the details of the Kriyas. There will be different Kriyas will be there. For that, learning Bhutakal Kriyas and other Lakar Kriyas will be a bit difficult. mainly Bhutakala Kriya. Because the akaram comes into picture. This A comes into picture.
Yeah.
When the A comes into picture, making into Bhutakal Rupam slightly difficult in certain cases. There, this usage will be easier.
Yeah. Okay.
And the form of changing a form of Purusha is also a bit difficult. Parasmapadi, one different form, Atmanepadi, one different form will be there. But whereas here, Atmanepadi, Parasmapadi, everything is this form only. Vanvati, like that. So for a learners, beginners, this kriya, this Katu Parichaya kriya is more easier to usage than Lakar kriya. When it goes to different Sabda kriya rupams in future. Next point only we are learning. Next lesson only we are learning that.
Okay. Dhanyavad.
Okay. Shall I go to next section? Any other doubts? So this is fifth one we can use. This is only Bhutakal. Kartari Priyogam. Kartari Priyogam. Karta Pradhama Bhakti, Karma Ditya Bhakti, Kriya Rupam this. Pullingam, Strilingam, Napusakam, very different Kriyas. That is the point you should learn. That's all. Now, there is another important thing in learning verbs in Samskrutam is any dhatu, any mola dhatu which we are using all these days, so many dhatus we learn, so many verb rupas, mola dhatus, root dhatus we learn, right? Pat, lik, dhav, so many things, vand, saha, so many things we learn, right? All those things can be made different dhatus. We can prepare, we can generate new dhatus using the same mola dhatu. The same pat dhatu can be used in different forms using some other pratyaya to that. Gives a different meaning, different kriya it gives. So that means the expansion of the verbs will be more. One verb there can become 10 verbs in this upasarga case. 22 verbs it can become. Maybe more than 22. This is called upasarga. Upasarga means something pratyaya added before the dhatu. One pratyaya is being added before dhatu and becomes a new dhatu. That is called upasarga dhatu. Upasarga poroka dhatu. Okay, upasarga means prefix. All pratyayas were doing suffix at the end. But upasarga joins before. So, okay, now adding prefix to a dhatu, we can make a new dhatu. And new verbs from that dhatu. New verbs can be formed, just like original dhatu, new verbs can be formed. Now let us understand that concept a bit more detailedly. Sita jalam harati. What is dhatu here? Hru dhatu. In this harati, hru dhatu is there. Harati verb is formed here. Vartamana kala, pradhama purusha ekavachana kriya. Harati means carrying. Sita jalam she is carrying jalam. Sita carries water. That is the meaning of this. Right? Harati is the kriya used here. But when I use some extra prefix to this, the kriya will be praharati. If I use pra upasarga to this becomes praharati. The praharati meaning is what? Praharam karoti. Praharam means what? Beating. Striking. Praharam means striking. Bhimaha Duryodanam praharati. Harati means carrying. Praharati means striking. And if I use a, sa punyam aharati, by adding a, and it will be another kriya. That means she brings merit. Punyam aharati. She is gaining punyam. Sa punyam aharati. She is gaining punyam. Aharati means gaining. The same thing is used. Raghu yagam aharati. He is performing. It has got two meanings. Gaining or performing. When you use for yagam, it gives the meaning of performing. When you are using for punyam, it becomes gaining. So, sa punyam aharati, Raghu yagam aharati. Sa punyam is gaining. She is punyam gaining punyam, or she is bringing merit. Or Raghu yagam aharati. Raghu is performing say sacrifice. That gives the meaning. So aharati gives a meaning of gaining or getting a merit or something like that. Aharati also gives a meaning performing a particular kriya, particular yajna, yaga, like that. Then if you add some upsarga, if you prefix some, samharati. Samharati means what? You all know. Samharam, Ravana samharam, killing. So by adding some, this hru dhatu has become killing. Samhru. Sam plus hru. Samharati. Samharati is killing. Rama kills Ravana. Rama Ravanam samharati. This is killing. This is another kriya. But Mooladhatu is same. Hru. Harati, praharati, aharati, samharati. Now next, Sarve Chandrikayam in the moonlight. All, Sarve means all. Chandrikayam in the moonlight. Viharanti. They are moving very happily. V plus Harati. Viharati. Moving happily. Viharanti. Moving happily. All moving happily. Viharati. V adding gives a meaning. Moving very happily. Enjoying the moonlight. Moving very happily or enjoying. That gives a meaning of enjoying or with moving with enjoyment. Viharati. Then Guruhu samsayam pariharati. Pari. Here pari is added. Pariharati means he is clarifying. Pariharati gives meaning clarifying. So harati is one meaning, carries. Praharati means striking. Aharati means gaining or performing. Samharati means killing. Viharati means moving, enjoying freely, happily. Pariharati means clarifying. So many verbs are formed with one dhatu. What are the upsargas used? Pra, a, sam, vi, pari. These are all upsargas. These are all avyayas. This is one meaning. So what we get by this? By adding upasarga, we are forming a new dhatu with new meaning. So the dhatu meaning changes when we add upasarga. Right? That is one rule we learned. The second rule, saha vartate. Saha vartate means he is there. He exists. Saha vartate means he exists. He is there. Karyakramaha pravartate means karyakram is going on. The karyakrama, the program is going on. Pravartate. Here pra is added. One upsarga. Then yeshaha pratinivartate. Here prati ni. Two upsargas are added. So by pra you get pravartate. By pratini you add pratinivartate. This becomes, with two upasargas, it becomes some other meaning, returning. Pratinivartate means returning. He went somewhere, it is returning back. It's called pratinivartate. So what we get by this? We can use one upasarga or we can use two upasargas also. With one upasarga also one kriya forms. With pra also one upasarga forms. With prati also one upasarga forms. With ni also one upasarga forms. Pratini also with one upasarga forms. So with pratini, how many upasargas we can form? With prati one upasarga. With ni another upasarga. With pratini another upasarga. Three kriyas we can form. With prati and ni. So like that, one or more upasargas can be added. This second rule. To form a new dhatu. And third rule. Iyam tishtati. She is sitting. She is standing here. She is staying here. Standing or sitting, standing here. Iyam tishtati. Sa pratishtate. Pratishtate means starting now. She is starting off to go somewhere. So what we have done here? We added pra. By adding pra upasarga, the tishtati has become tishtate. What is tishtati form? Anybody can tell me which form it is? Tishtati. What is tishtate form?
Parasmaipade.
What is parasmaipadi in the out of these two?
वर्तमानकालं
Prathama Vibhakti.
Which is parasmaipadi out of these two?
Pratham
Tishtati or tishtate?
Tishtati.
तिष्ठति
Tishtati is parasmaipadi. Then what is atmanepadi?
Tishthate.
तिष्ठते
Tishtate.
So what is the difference between these two? Which is changing here?
त
Ed.
Tishtata
T
is
and te. T is
Ta.
becoming te. If you put T, is becoming parasmaipadi. If you put in te, it is becoming atmanepadi.
Yes.
But in both the cases, the dhatu is same. Tishta is used. Tishta moola dhatu is stha actually. Stha dhatu. That stha dhatu is same in both. One is tishtati, another is pratisthate. Why this tishtati has become te, pratisthate? Because pra is added. By adding pra, the meaning of this kriya is changing from standing to starting off. So when the starting off meaning comes, this becomes atmanepadi rupa. Pratisthate. So what is third one we learned now? A dhatu, a kriya formed from without upasarga and with upasarga, there could be change from atmanepadi to parasmaipadi and parasmaipadi to atmanepadi. This is parasmaipadi to atmanepadi. Afterwards, I will tell you, I will show you atmanepadi to parasmaipadi also. Here, parasmaipadi to atmanepadi is shown here. Iyam tishtati sa pratisthate. So, third rule is, in some cases, by adding upasarga, we can change dhatu rupam, kriya rupam from parasmaipadi to atmanepadi or atmanepadi to parasmaipadi. Vice versa. That is fourth rule. Then lokayanam janan, even is the same thing. Now other things are same repetition again only. Lokayanam janan nayati. Nayati means takes away, takes along with, carries people. Ramaha Sitam parinayati. When he has pari, that becomes marriage. Nayati means taking, carrying. Parinayati means marrying. Valmiki Ramayanam pranayati. Pranayati means creating or composing. Pranayati means composing. Nayati is same thing. In all the things, Nayati only. Nayati, Parinayati, Pranayati. Similarly, Balaha Gachati. Gachati means going. Boy is going. Gajaha Agachati. A is the upasarga. When you add A to Gachati, that becomes return, reverse meaning. Gachati is going. Agachati is coming. So, A upasarga is creating negative meaning here. So, that is another form. Then, vachanam sangachate. Gachate has become gachate. Parasmaipadi has become atmanepadi. Sangachate. Sang plus gachate. Sang plus gachate, sangachate. Here, parasmaipadi has become atmanepadi. Then, dhulihi udgachati. Ut. Paikles going up. Utgachati. So, by adding up, the meaning ut is being to different meaning. Udgachati. Ut plus gachati, udgachati. Ut plus gachati, udgachati. Similarly, Janakaha Vishwamitram pratyudgachati. Pratyi ut gachati. Pratyut gachati gives a meaning. Prati ut. If you add these two, the meaning gives going ahead and welcoming. Janakaha Vishwamitram pratyut gachati. He goes to welcome, he goes ahead to welcome Vishwamitra. That is pratyut gachati. So that is different meaning it is giving. So what we understand by these things is, by using harati, vartate, tishtati, nayati, gachati, how many sentences we have formed? There are 5 verbs are here, 5 dhatus are here. Pru dhatu, varta dhatu, stha dhatu, ni dhatu, gam dhatu. 5 dhatus are there. Used kriyas are harati, vartate, tishtati, nayati, gachati. But the sentences we formed are 20. 20 sentences we have formed with the same 5 dhatus. Okay. So this is the And this is happened because of the upasargas. How many upasargas are there in Sanskrit language? There are 22. There are 22 upasargas are there. How many upasargas are there? How
22.
many?
22.
22.
So 22 upasargas are pra, para, up, sama, anu, av, nis, nir, dus, dur, vi, ang, ni, adi, abhi, su, ut, prati, pari, api, ati, upa. These are 22. And these 22 can be used and 22 verbs can form. We can use para and para combined. We can use para and api combined, apa and sama combined, anu and ava combined. Any two you can take and make a kriya. But we cannot make, Panditas will do it, of course. The Panditas can form a new kriya by using two upasargas also, or three upasargas. So that becomes permutations, combinations. You know NPR, NCR. You must have heard of NPR, NCR. The mathematics students must be knowing it. Permutations, combinations. So that NPR and APR, how much things it becomes n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into like that. N minus r. N into n minus r, right? Like that it gives so many forms. So many kriyas can be formed. That's how the language can be expanded in Samskrutam. That's why in any language you have only 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs of the English language. I understand there will be only 3 to 4 lakhs of this. That's all. But whereas with 2000 Moola Dhatus, 2100 or so the Moola Dhatus are there in Samskrutam. With 2100 Moola Dhatus, as on today there are some 10 crores of words. How many words are there? 10 crores.
10 crores.
Where is 10 crores? Where is 3 lakhs? That is the capacity of Samskritam. We are killing a great language by not reading it. Whether you use it or not, different issue. You are killing a great personality in the society which is useful to the society, a tool, big tool, having great capacity. Simply because you want to expand your language. It is as good as killing the people, killing a culture, and destroying all the scriptures that are available in Samskritam. Millions of Sanskrit manuscripts are there. They're all become waste. It is one stroke of Macaulay's education shifting from Gurukula education to English education. How much damage it has created to Indian culture, Indian Sanskriti, Indian languages. For all languages, Sanskritam is the Moola Karanam. Today, Telugu has become Tenglu. English come Telugu. It's not a clear Telugu, right? Because of absence of Sanskritam. If Sanskritam is there, Telugu improves its capacity. It doesn't die. But with English, it is dying. It is going away. The next generation people do not know correct Telugu. I cannot speak complete Telugu. Some of our children do not even know how to speak Telugu. And people who know also, they cannot speak complete Telugu. And some people do not know at all Telugu in third generation, next to me. That is the condition of the Telugu. Because of what? Because of English. If Sanskritam is there, Telugu will not spoil like that. Telugu will get strengthened day by day with Sanskrita capacity. There is a mother. This is not mother. English is not a mother. English is a competitive language to Telugu. So that's how we are killing our Telugu as well as Sanskritam. It is time for us to wake up and improve our language. Learn language again. So these are the rules of upasargas. Upasarga is prefixed to a verb gacchati, agacchati. By using a verb upasarga, we are creating a new verb. Then when we add upasarga, sometimes the meaning of a root dhatu changes. The second, harati carries, praharati strikes. Then third one is we can add two or more upasargas. Gachati, agachati, pratyagachati, prati plus a plus gachati, pratyagachati. Two upasargas. Then when we add upasarga, the parasmepadi dhatu may become atmanepadi and vice versa. Tishtati, pritishtate. Parasmepadi has become atmanepadi. Ramate, viramati. Atmanepadi has become parasmepadi. This is fourth point. Fifth point, a special attention is required. This point is to be noted carefully. Special attention is required when there is upasarga in past tense verb. If you want to convert one verb into past tense, a verb which is containing upasarga, what is the to be procedure followed? In patati case, how we change it to bhutakalam? Patati, bhutakalam, what is bhutakalam?
Apatat.
Apatat. What you did? You
Used
added a in the beginning,
yeah.
at in the end. Right?
Yeah.
So now harati is there. What is the bhutakalam for harati?
Aharat.
Aharat. Praharati is there. What is the bhutakalam for praharati then?
Apraharat.
Apraharati is wrong. That's what we want to say.
Okay.
Apraharat is wrong. You have to remove pra and make harati into bhutakalam, aharat, and then add pra. The bhutakala kriya hara has become aharat when it become added to hara only, not to pra. When I is added to hara, only that has become bhutakalam. Not by adding to pra, it has become bhutakalam. So you have to remove pra first. Change the harati to aharat. Then add pra. Then what will happen? Pra plus aharat, what will happen? A plus a.
Praharat. Praharat.
Praharat.
Aharat.
Pra plus a plus I becomes ha. Praharat.
Okay.
So that is bhutakalam. So now you understand the difficulty? These upasarga kriyas are higher level of kriyas. Okay? For a normal man like you and me, for changing the Vartamana to Bhutakalam, will it not be difficult for us if you want to use this Bhutakalam, upasarga kriya? That's why the earlier form of Tauta Paricham is easier. We don't need to worry that much. We can easily change it to Bhutakalam. We can use it as Bhutakalam. We don't need to break our head how to make this to Bhutakalam. Where you have to remove, where you have to put what will back. All these things are not required. Panditas anyway they will understand. But if a normal man, that's not required. So that kriya can be used by a normal man very easily. That Tauta Parichya kriya, which we learned today morning. Then these are the 5 rules to be understood. Then Sabda Paricham. We have got some Sabdas. How to use these Sabdas, we should understand. Now, Janakaha, Janaka, Akaran Sabdam. Akaranta Pullinga Sabdam, Pradama Bhakti, Ekavachanam, name is father, like that. So, Janakaha, these are all wrongly written here. The Pitama. Pratama. Grandfather. So these are wrong mistakes are wrong here. These are mistakes, sorry. This will be corrected. Pita. Pita should be, Pita is Rukaran Sabdam. Pita Sabdam is Rukaran Sabdam. Okay. When Pita Sabdam is Rukaran Sabdam, Pullinga Sabdam, Pradama Bhakti, Ekavachanam. Name is father, Pita. Correct here. So for Pita, the root word is Pitru. Pita is the word which is used in Pratama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. Pitru is the root word. So what is the end vowel for this? Tru, Rukaram. Pullinga Shabdam. Pratama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. Vibhakti Prathama. This Ta is also wrong. Pratha. It should be Pratha, not Pradha. This also will correct and send again to you. This also will take time now. Let us not waste our time here. Please understand this is Prathama Vibhakti. Dha. It's not Ta. Prathama Vibhakti. Prathama Vibhakti. Not Prathama Vibhakti. It is Prathama. Prathama, Tha. It should be Tha. Okay. So, Pita, Pitru, all Prathama Vibhakti Shabdas, all. So, Pita Shabdam, end vowel is Ru, Pitru. So, the Rikaran Shabdam. Rikaran Shabdam Vibhaktis will be different. Akaran Shabdam Vibhaktis will be different. Prepitamaha. This is Prepitamaha. This is Papatamaha. Prepitamaha. Prepitamaha. Prapitamaha. This next one is Prapitamaha. Prapita Maha. Prepitamaha. Akaran Shabdam. Akaran Shabdam. Akarantam. Aha. Maha. Akaran Shabdam. Pullinga Shabdam. Just like Rama Shabdam. Janakaha. Janaka Shabdam. Akaran Shabdam. Janakaha. Janakau. Janakaha. Akaran Shabdam. Rama Shabdam. Akaranta Rama Shabdaha. Ramaha. Ramau. Ramaha. Like that. So, Pitru Shabdam is different. Rukaran Shabdam. It will have a different form. Pitamaha Shabdam, just like Rama Shabdam, Pitamaha. Pitamaha. Pitamahau. Pitamaha. Matamaha. Matamaha. Matamahau. Matamaha. Putraha. Putra Shabdam. Pu. This is also wrong. You only tappulu china ikkada nenu chuskoledu. I didn't see. I thought all have done wrongly, rightly. So sometimes it's what I write something, it will take something else there. So this putra is pu. Pu putra. Akaranta pullinga shabdam. Putraha putrau putraha. Akaranta Rama shabdam. Ramaha ramau ramaha. Like that putraha putrau putraha. Sahodaraha. Akaranta pullinga shabdam. Sahodaraha sahodarau sahodaraha. Agrajaha. Akaranta pullinga shabdam. Agrajaha agrajau agrajaha. Tata. Anujaha. This is tappu ikkada. When correct chesistaram. I will send correct and send it again back to you. I'm sorry. They're all wrong mistakes are there in this. I will have to correct it. Anujaha, Anujaha, Akaran Sabdam. Anuja, Akaran Sabdam. And Akaran Sabdam, how you are understanding by Akaran Sabdam? What is the last, this thing? Ka, Tru, Ha, Ha. What Ka contains? Ikka plus A. What is Tru contains? Itta plus Ru. What is Ha contains? Ikka plus A. That end vowel is the end syllable. Based on that end syllable, A, Ru, A, these things will decide the Vibhakti Rupas for the 7 Vibhaktis. It will be decided based on these things. So it's 8 Vibhaktis, including Sambodhana. Sahodara Akaran Sabdam. Agraja Akaran Sabdam. Anuja Akaran Sabdam. Mata Rukaran Sabdam. Mata Rukaran Sabdam. This is Rukaran Sabdam. Oh, Mata Rukaran Sabdam. This is also wrongly written here. Etat Pita. Again, wrong here. Pati. Pati, this is Pati here. I don't know how it has changed. So many changes, how it has come. There's something wrong with the typing here. I have done it, say carefully, how it has come so mistakes. Swasuraha, this is Swasuraha, Akaran Sabdam. This Akaran Sabdam, Akarantam, Ikarantam, Akarantam, like that, they're all Pullinga Sabdas. In the book, it will be written there. It will not, all these in details will not be written there. But they're all, what you understand now is, by understanding the end syllable, you have to say, what is that antam of that Pratipadika Rupam. This is Pratipadika Rupam. The first one is Pradhama Vibhakti Rupam. The Janakaha Pradhama Vibhakti Rupam. Janaka is Pratipadika Rupam. Pratipadika means root Rupam. Root. Sabda root. Then for that, the end syllable is A. Then Lingam is Pullingam. Its Vibhakti is Pradhama Vibhakti. Vachanam is Ekavachanam. Meaning is Pradhama, father. It is Bandhuvachika Shabdam. The similar Shabdam to be used is Rama. Rama Shabdam you have to by heart. If you by heart Rama Shabdam, all these Akaran Shabdas are known. Janaka, Pitamaha, Matamaha, Putra, Sahodara, Agraja, all are based on Rama Shabdam. Anujaha, Mata Rukaran Sabdam, Pitru Sabdam. Pati, this is Pati, Pati Sabdam. Swasuraha Akaran Sabdam, Pautraha Akaran Sabdam. Jamatru Rukaran Sabdam. Snehataha, Snehitaha, this is Akaran Sabdam. Tada. Mitram, Mitram అనేది this అకారాంత నపుంసక శబ్దం. జనని ఈకారాంత స్త్రీలింగ శబ్దం. మాతృ రుకారాంత స్త్రీలింగ శబ్దం. పితామహి ఈకారాంత స్త్రీలింగ శబ్దం, జస్ట్ లైక్ గౌరీ శబ్దం. మాతామహి ఈకారాంత లైక్ గౌరీ శబ్దం, ఈకారం శబ్దం. పుత్రి ఈకారాంత గౌరీ శబ్దం. సహోదరి ఈకారాంత గౌరీ శబ్దం. అగ్రజ ఆకారాంత స్త్రీలింగ శబ్దం, రమా శబ్దం, జస్ట్ లైక్ రమా శబ్దం. అనుజ Akaram Shilling Sabdam, Rama Sabdam. Then, like this, all these things you have to be corrected and sent to you. So, Bhatru Sabdam. Bhatru Sabdam, Bhatru Jaya, Bhatru, Stri is the Pradama, wife. Bharya Sabdam, this is Bharya Sabdam. All these things, some nature what I have written something and what is appearing is something here. So, while transferring from Excel sheet to this place, it has changed its own shapes because of that platforms. From Excel sheet to I translate to Word sheet. In that shape, at that time, it has taken its own shapes. So, Bharya, Akaran Sabdam. Rama Sabdam, just like Rama Sabdam. Bhatrijaya, this Akaranta Rama Sabdam. Snusha, daughter-in-law, Akaranta Rama Sabdam. Swasuraha, Akaranta Pullinga Sabdam. Swasruhu. Swasru Sabdam. This is Ukaranta Shrilinga Sabdam. So like that, for this, the sample Sabdas are Rama Sabdam, Pita Sabdam, Pati Sabdam, Gnana Sabdam, Gauri Sabdam, Mata Sabdam, Rama Sabdam, Vadhu Sabdam. These are the sample Sabdas for all the above 20 words. How Rama Sabdam is working here. Let us understand Rama Sabdam first. Okay? Akaranta Pullinga Rama Sabdaha. Akaranta Pullinga Rama Sabdaha. Akaranta Pullinga Rama Sabdaha. The Rama is Pradipatika, root. This is the root of the word. The Rama Sabdam is Pullinga Sabdam. And its end syllable is Akaram. Akaranta Pullinga Rama Sabdaha, Namvachika Sabdaha. So, Namvachakam, Rama Sabdam, Akaranta Sabdam, Pullinga Sabdam. These are all the 4 fixed attributes. It is Namvachakam. Rama is always Namvachakam only. It doesn't have any change. Once you give a name, it is Namvachakam. And its root word is Rama. That doesn't change. It is Pullinga Sabdam. That doesn't change. It is Akaranta Sabdam. That doesn't change. They are all 4 fixed attributes for Rama Sabdam. Okay? But what are the changes? When you are using as Ekavachanam, it should be used as Ramaha, Pradama Vibhakti. Pradama Vibhakti Ekavachanam Ramaha, Pradama Vibhakti Ditiyavachanam Ramau, Pradama Vibhakti Divachanam Ramau, Bahuvachanam Ramaha. If you say this Rama Shabdam, if you want to use as Sambodhana Pradama Vibhakti, He Rama, He Ramau, He Ramaha. If you want to use Rama Shabdam as Ditya Vibhakti, Ramam, Ramau, Raman. If you want to use Rama Shabdam as Tritiya Vibhakti, Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. If you want to use Rama Shabdam as Chaturthi Vibhakti, Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyaha. If you want to use Panchami Vibhakti, Ramat, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyaha. Sashti Vibhakti, Ramasya, Ramayoho, Ramanam. So Saptami Vibhakti, Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu. Okay, like this. So all these things are given. Pitru Sabdam, Rukaranta Pitru Sabdam. Rukaranta Sabdam, how it will be? Rukaranta Sabdam, Rukaranta Pitru Sabdam. Pullinga Sabdam. Rukarantam. Pitru, root word. Pita is the Pradipatika, Pradama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Pita, Pitarau, Pitaraha. He Pitaha, He Pitarau, He Pitaraha. Pitaram, Pitarau, Pitarau. Pitrun, Pitra, Pitrubhyam, Pitrubhihi. Pitre, Pitrubhyam, Pitrubhyaha. Pitruhu, Pitrubhyam, Pitrubhyaha. Pituhu, Pitroho, Pitrunam. Pitari, Pitroho, Pitrushu. Like that, yes, 7 vibhaktis. So like that, if you say Ikaran Sabdam, Pullinga Sabdam, Pati Sabdam, Patihi, Pati, Patayaha, He Pate, He Pati, He Patayaha, Patim, Pati, Patin, Patya, Patibhyam, Patibihi, Patye, Patibhyam, Patibhyaha, Patyuhu, Patibhyam, Patibhyaha, पत्युः पत्योः पतीनां पत्योः पत्योः पतिषु अकारांत नपुंसक शब्दम ज्ञान शब्दम ज्ञानम ज्ञाने ज्ञानानि ज्ञानम ज्ञाने हे ज्ञान हे ज्ञाने हे ज्ञानानि ज्ञानम ज्ञाने ज्ञानानि ज्ञानेन ज्ञानाभ्यां ज्ञानैः ज्ञानाय ज्ञानाभ्यां ज्ञानेभ्यः ज्ञानात् ज्ञानाभ्यां ज्ञानेभ्यः ज्ञानस्य ज्ञानयोः ज्ञानानां ज्ञाने ज्ञानयोः ज्ञानेषु. If you take ईरकार श्रीलिंग शब्दम गौरी शब्दम गौरी गौर्यौ गौर्यः हे गौरी हे गौर्यौ हे गौर्यः गौरीं गौर्यौ गौरीः गौर्या गौरीभ्यां गौरीभिः गौर्यै गौरैभ्यां गौरीभ्यः गौर्यौ गौर्याः गौरीभ्यां गौरीभ्यः गौर्याः 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 गौर्योः गौरीणां गौर्यां गौर्योः गौरीषु. माता शब्द माता मातरौ मातरः ऋकारांत स्त्रीलिंग मातृ शब्द मातृ ऋकारांतम माता मातरौ मातरः हे मातः हे मातरौ हे मातरः मातरं मातरौ मातः मात्रा मातृभ्यां मातृभिः मात्रे मातृभ्यां मातृभ्यः. ओके मातृः मातृभ्यां मातृभ्यः मातुः मात्रोः मातॄणां मातरी मात्रोः मातृषु. रमा शब्द रमा रमे रमाः आकारांत श्रीलिंग रमा शब्द रमा रमे रमाः हे रमा हे रमे हे रमे हे रमे हे रमाः. ओके रमां रमे रमाः रमाय रमया रमाभ्यां रमाभिः रमयै रमाभ्यां रमाभ्यः रमया रमायाः रमाभ्यां रमाभ्यः रमायाः रमयोः रमाणां रमायां रमयोः रमासु. उकार श्रीलिंग शब्दः वधू शब्दः वधू वध्वौ वध्वः हे वधू हे वध्वौ हे वध्वः वधूं वध्वौ वधूः वध्वा वधूभ्यां वधूभिः वध्वै वधूभ्यां वधूभ्यः वध्वाः वधूभ्यां वधूभ्यः वध्वाः वध्वोः वधूनां वध्वां वध्वोः वधुषु. Like that. So next lesson we will learn more. Here, if you understand akarant sabdam, ikarant sabdam, rukarant sabdam, there will be slight changes will be there. While don't by heart these tables. Always try to understand. From akaranta pullinga sabdam to rukaranta pullinga sabdam, height is changed. This first sabdam is akaranta rama sabdam. Second sabdam is ikaranta pati sabdam. Ikaranta pati pita sabdam. Rama sabdam is pita sabdam. Pita sabdam is rukaranta sabdam. What is the difference between akaranta sabdam pratyas and rukaranta pratyas? Try to understand that. And then let us go to pati sabdam. How pati sabdam is changing from rama sabdam. And how Gnana Sabdam is changing, the Napusa Sabdam. How this Gnana Sabdam is changing with Rama Sabdam. This is also Akarantam, that is also Akarantam. How that is changing that to this. Similarly, Rama Sabdam, Akaran, Gauri Sabdam, Ikara. Rama Sabdam, if you take Rama Sabdam, Akaran Sabdam. How Akaranta Rama Sabdam is changing from Akaranta Rama Sabdam. Rama Sabdam. Akaranta Rama Sabdam, Akaranta Rama Sabdam. How the change between these two. You recognize those changes and remember those changes. So like that, the lesson is complete for today, but I will correct these things and send to you. Then you will understand correctly. Try to read them number of times and write at least once in your notebook so that you will understand that. If you learn one akaran sabdam, Rama sabdam, will at least, 30 to 41 sabdas in Samskrutam you learned. Because most of the sabdas akaran sabdas only. If you learn akarantam, ikarantam, ukarantam, rukarantam, 70% sabdas are known to you. And try to understand the difference between these sabdas. That's all. I will stop here. We will take next class now. 11th lesson we will take up there. And again this vibhaktis also we will learn, understand at that time. Any doubts are there, you can ask after the prayer. Om Sahana Vavtu Sahana Bhanaktu Sahaviryan Karavavai Tejasvina Avadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Saram Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Idanu. Namaskara.
Okay, thank you, Prabhakar Rao garu. Now, with your permission, we'll go for Pradhana. Shankara Narayanaji, can you do the Pradhana, please?
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षन्तु पर्जन्य पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्रा पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्याया आन्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ధన్యవాదాలు శంకర్ నారాయణ జీ. Now we raise for the national anthem by Venkata Narayana garu.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. जय हिंद.
Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you, Venkata Narayana garu. Now, in case there are any questions, now the floor is open for the questions. Anyone having questions can you can ask the questions now.
No questions, sisters. So those words
There
I
are
will
no
correct and
questions.
send to you. You can understand them better at the time.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Prabhakar garu. ధన్యవాదాలు. And with your permission, we will close the session. Thank you. A reminder to all the students that on 8th, you will be having the practice test again, second practice test. Please.
My next class?
Yeah, I think next week there are three classes, I think. I'll send you the link.
Three days?
I think there are 3 classes next week. I'll check and send you.